Yeah. Yeah, let's start this off right. A special guest I'd like to welcome the champion, finals MVP, professional basketball player.
Mhm.
Over the course of the year, he has been overseas improving his game. Can you please, everyone in this room, give a round of applause to Mr. JARETT HAINES?
What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up?
What up?
How you feeling? First one, let's get straight into it.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
You went overseas.
Mhm.
You are 23.
23 years old. Yeah.
20 years old.
Yeah.
You made it. You basically made your dreams. Like you reached. You began to
Living
live
in
your
a dream, I would say.
Let me just give another round of applause. I'm sitting here now.
Facts. That's a fact.
Internationally, yeah, for real, bro.
Mhm.
Damn.
Wow, some real
Living
shit.
living in a dream, I would say.
So how like now that you went overseas,
Mhm.
your mindset I know has changed tremendously.
Of course.
Like
Yeah.
from the day you heard you was going away to the day you got on the plane, the
Mhm.
day you landed in Ireland,
Yep.
to
I
your
remember
first
it.
practice.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Uh,
Yeah. My mindset has definitely changed. Over the course of a year. There's a lot of things I do differently. I look at things differently now. So really, it's just about continuing to work, but definitely got a different mindset now. The way I approach a lot of things, and that's not even just basketball. That's outside of basketball too. So yeah,
how was the transition from like college basketball to professional basketball?
oh,
Like,
um,
cause I know like
college basketball. Okay, so I went Division II. I went to Wheeling University. That's in West Virginia, and college basketball is like it's a hard level. You get what I'm saying, especially at the Division II level. Level, it's a lot of talented guys. But I feel like the difference is when you turn pro, it's your actual job. You get what I'm saying? So you in school and things like that in college, but when you get overseas, this is your job. This is your 9 to 5 per se. So obviously you're not in school no more. You're in a whole nother environment. So things are much different, and you're taking care of yourself as opposed to you being in school and you got teammates that's also American and y'all going through the shit together. When you get overseas, especially in my situation, I was one of two Americans. So I was by myself and I had to learn how to do things by myself, learn how to get to certain places, learn how to shop, learn how to work out differently, learn how to eat differently. So it was a lot of things that they give you in college that you have to take overseas. You get what I'm saying? Like if you get what I'm saying.
Let me pause right there. Hold on, cause that shit just hit me crazy though. Think of it like this, right? So, ending off with how you ended off that shit, right? You said a lot of things that you pick up from college, you gotta take overseas, right?
Right.
So let's say the niggas that, cause there's people that dorm in college, right? And then there's niggas that like me. I only, I was in college for like one semester. You feel me? So then I moved on. So from there, so boom, I lived on campus for one semester, and after that, I was living off campus.
Mhm.
So I'm like, for niggas that like just dorm all the time, you really didn't really grow up per se. You feel me? So it's like, if you a dude that was in
I dormed all
college
the time.
dorming,
I ain't gonna lie, I dormed 4 years straight.
you feel me?
Well, yeah, you can say 4 years since.
No,
You're
but
gonna grow up. You're gonna grow up in college, obviously. Like what I'm
yeah,
saying.
you're
But
gonna
I'm
learn
talking
how to
about
do
like
certain
on the
things.
living your own aspect. So now like
exactly.
you overseas and you like really gotta adapt to a whole different country.
So for example, like the first day I get off the plane. Soon as I get off the plane, I'm looking around. Things is different. Signs is not even in English. So that was a big change for me. And I went to Ireland. Ireland, they speak mostly English over there. They have their own language,
Mhm.
but it was different. And I'm walking through, and my coach picks me up, and I say what's up to him, and just the way he's speaking, I don't really understand him. We didn't even get to the house yet where I live. We didn't even get to where I'm at. I'm in the airport, just like kind of bugging out in my mind. Like, okay, you here? Like you just got off the plane. You in another country right now. You signed the contract. You're gonna be here for the next 7, 8 months, bro. And this is what I'm telling myself walking through the airport. But I'm excited. You get what I'm saying? Because
You playing ball by the
like
end
this
of the
my
day.
dream, bro. I've been hooping since I was 5 years old, bro.
When you got off that plane, right? Was you thinking of it as like I'm playing ball, I'm just working, like in your mindset?
Both, because I know that this is my job now. I'll be getting paid for this and shit like that. But at the same time, you just hooping, bro. And that's the shit I always loved about this shit is like when I'm hooping, I'm happy, bro. If I'm going through something, I go to the gym. Arguing with somebody, I go to the gym. Basketball is like
That's your safe
my
haven.
therapy. You get what I'm
Your
saying?
safe haven. Like how some people have like music is my safe haven, where it's like I could create. Like I could sit there and like something bother me, I could listen to music, any type of music. Like I don't even have to like the song or know the song,
Mm.
but I just know like hearing the beat is good to me.
Yeah, so like it was the basketball part was easy for me because it was like I'm already a determined type of person. That was the way I was raised growing up, to be determined, to not give up, to not quit, and things of that nature. So the basketball part of going to the next level and you got to work harder and the conditioning is harder and everything is harder. I'm on some, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. Because this is what I want to do. I'm ready for all of this. I'm ready to die in this sport. Realistically. Like this is my life. This is how I wanted to make my life. So that's easy. But the other part of transitioning and society wise, that shit was hard as hell. It took me maybe a month and some change.
Mhm.
It took me some month and some change to adapt. So that was definitely hard. Like, and we'll get into it, especially like living with people who, you know what I'm saying, are not English. I had two roommates. I had three in the beginning actually. One was from London. His name was Joe. Another guy was from Spain. His name was Rodrigo. And then towards the end of the year, I had a guy. His name was Zavonimir. He was Croatian. So we got,
So you
you know,
basically got everybody, like everybody from a different part of the
different
world
part of the world living
on
in the same house,
one team, learning the
bro.
language, learning different mindsets.
Because I was literally about to just ask, like, just to offer that, right? So, do you think, because you said basketball is your safe haven, right? So, do you think that, like, how many times in a day you would say, like, it's just straight ball? Like, 24 hours
Uh,
in a day, right? So,
Pause.
pause, my fault.
He didn't say balls. He
I
said
said
ball.
ball. I did
He
say
said
ball.
ball.
Facts.
He
We,
said
we
ball.
might not need to pause that. We did get a pause. All
Right.
right.
Now I work out 2 or 3 times a day. That's just how my day goes. I recently just started boxing as well. So
So, I mean, like when you was overseas, how many,
when
like,
I was
yeah, how many
overseas,
hours
how many hours? Probably like
dedicated to basketball
in a week or per day.
per day?
Per day was probably 7.
So, out of that 7 hours, so the rest of the hours that you have left, right?
Hmm.
What you doing with that time? Like,
Um,
cause like,
I
cause
was
for me, I'm like, yo, like, cause you said basketball is your safe haven, right? So we not talking about basketball, how we surviving, like, cause again, you in Ireland, you feel me? And like you said, like you don't know the signs or nothing like that. So how you really like surviving for real? Cause I know, well, I mean, now we know that you had roommates to like, feed off of
right,
you.
right.
But like,
So I mean, the guys that I live with, wasn't their first time being professional. Especially my man's Joe. He's been to a couple different places, so he kind of knew the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like my big brother type thing. Like you know what I'm saying? As far as shopping and everything like that, how to get around, what to look for, what not to look for. So really, just he kind of took me under the wing. You feel me? And we just went like that. I mean, it was fun. You get what I'm saying? At the same time, like it wasn't like damn, like I don't know where shit is at, this and that. Like it was nice to see how other people live on the other
So it
side of
was
the world.
basically like a spending day in high school.
I was just about to
Basically,
say, like, it's like it was more adventurous
Yeah, it's
than
like you
than
wasn't.
scary.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Um, I wanted to know. Like, I was curious about this the other day. You talked about like going overseas and learning the ropes and like just getting into the transition of like a professional basketball player. How was it to like get PT, like earn your spot on the team, like your minutes and all that? How was that?
Oh, so I'm on the phone with my coach, and this is before I left. And you know what I'm saying? After he signed, he like, yeah, you know, I'm expecting you to do big things, this and that. Calls me back an hour later and he goes, oh, by the way, we just signed another American, so you guys could fight for the starting spot. And
Damn.
he starts laughing after that. But I'm sitting on the other side on the phone, like, yo,
Damn.
I'm sitting on the other side on the phone, like, I'm looking at the phone, like, shit not funny.
This
Like,
was like how many minutes apart was that call?
this was an hour later. He called me back,
God
like,
damn.
we just signed another American, so you guys could, you know what I'm saying? And he's laughing on the phone. I'm like, yeah,
That
I'm
brought
not.
that dog
That's
out of
not
you.
funny. Like,
That brought that dog
all
in you
right,
real quick.
whoever this guy is, bro. Like, I don't know him. I don't know him at all. But whoever he is, bro, he literally gonna have to.
You gonna have to.
He gonna have to die, bro. Basically trying to get past me and my work ethic. He's bugging out, and that's what I'm thinking. And it's like, damn, already I ain't even get over there yet, and
You
I'm
already got it.
already
Yeah, you're
mentally
already.
competing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's the difference.
That's
When
the.
you in
That's.
college and you got your bros on your team and shit like that,
You got.
y'all know the situation. Y'all
Yeah.
know that he's probably you probably gonna play more than him. He probably gonna play more than you. But this is your job now. So
Yeah.
it's like if this guy's playing more than me, am I gonna get sent home? How am I gonna get a job next season? You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's your teammate. You get what I'm saying? But it's
But
no
it's still.
love
There's
on the
no
court
love.
at all. At
Like,
all.
once I step in the court, I'm
At all, bro.
tunnel vision. Nothing else to it. That shit beast.
At all.
That's
And I'm
it.
talking about that shit's on the court, running, lifting, uh, how you are in the community to other people, how you are as a person. Because I feel like that's why I will be remembered always in Ireland, not only for winning the championship first time in history, but the
Damn, you
the
made history
the
too. You
yo,
made history.
we definitely gonna
I
get into
mean,
it.
like, yo,
We're gonna get into it.
at
What?
23,
20,
We're
23?
gonna get into it.
Made history in Ireland and winning first championship,
Ever.
and he was MVP.
Yep. So my accolades in Ireland.
Yeah, let me hear that.
Okay, so I averaged 20 points a game, couple assists, couple steals. I was first team All Star. I got Player of the Month 2 times.
God damn.
I was an MVP finalist in the Cup final that we won. We had the best record in the country, which was, I believe, 24-4. Was 4 games the whole season.
he is not a blue check copper laying
You
around.
are not playing
He
with
is not
nobody
a
out
blue
there.
check copper.
I
He
feel
earned
Don't
his
fuck
stripes. You feel
around.
me?
That's what he's saying. Don't
Yeah.
fuck around for your dream.
Earn that verified tag.
Also, I was coaching out there as well. I had a
Okay.
team. They was a group of girls. They were 12 and under,
Okay.
and they went from losing to also winning their first final. So
Sheesh.
it was a big. It was
Congrats.
a big.
Congrats. That's
It was a
some real big
very.
achievements right there.
It was a very big year for me. I also dropped my first cluster of merch when I was out there. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good thing.
It's called PGJ. PGJ. Yep.
PGJ.
Yep. And I also hosted my first basketball camp, JARETT HAINES basketball camp for kids from ages 9 all the way to 15 or 15 plus. And I was able to get about maybe 65 to 70 kids in my 2-day camp.
Giving back to the community, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So that
Giving
was
back.
it was a very big year for me. I experienced so much, but that was definitely the best team I ever played on in my life. For us to lose 4 games that whole season. And mind you, obviously I'm out there not just going through positive things. I was depressed at times. I struggled at
Yeah,
times.
this
You
like.
get what I'm
Can we
saying?
talk about that?
Yeah, we could. We definitely
Let's
could.
talk
Because
about
I
the
know,
stuff
I
that
know,
people
yeah,
don't
people
see.
don't,
Like
people
they
don't
see
see.
this
You
shit.
just see all the stuff that you did, but it's like at the
Mhm.
same time, you're away from your mother, your brothers, your family, everybody that's important that you know what I mean, all
Right.
those moments you went through.
So usually when I was in college, sometimes athletes would have that Christmas break
Yeah.
or that Thanksgiving break.
Mhm.
Or, if you was winning, you didn't have that spring break, but athletes would have the spring break. You get what I'm saying? I didn't come home. You get what I'm saying? I was over there the whole time.
Never.
And it was not like my family could get to me so fast. You get what I'm saying? It had to be planned. Flights had to be booked and shit like that for them to get on the 6-hour flight. So it was like I'm dolly out there by myself. And it's like some days was definitely harder than others. Like I can remember waking up and just looking in the mirror and saying to myself, like, fuck, bro. Like, damn, I'm really over here. Like, I got sick over there. I'll never forget being sick over there. And that was the first time in my life where I wasn't really fucking with basketball. First time in my life, bro. I was sick. I couldn't like, obviously like get up. My body was really weak, and it was for days, you know what I'm saying? I'm missing the gym. I'm in the crib all day. And on top of that, I'm all the way in Ireland. I can't even go pick up my own food. People bringing me my food. I can't move and shit. I don't know if I'm about to play the next game. And I'm just sitting there like, fuck, bro. Like, this shit is whack. I don't want to be out here. You know what I'm saying? This shit is trash, bro. Like, I call moms like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, like, this basketball shit, like, this is doing something different to me because I've been sick thousands of times before.
Yeah.
But this is a different type of shit. It's getting it into my mind. You get what I'm saying? It's making me think about basketball differently. And I can remember playing the next game, and you feel me? I was still a little bit sick. But my coach was on some shit like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you playing. Like, this is a big game. You get what I'm saying?
You was on your MJ joint then.
And, bro, on top of that game, I'm in the layup line. Like, I'm trying to warm up.
Yeah.
And I still feel the same way. Like, yo, this basketball shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with me? Like, I got to the point where I'm like, I might need to speak to somebody. I might need to call somebody. Like, I need to call my cousin DeMarcus. Like, I need to call my brother. I need to talk to them. Like, this shit, I can't do this by myself right now. Like, I need help. I need words of wisdom, like, for me to pick this shit back up. Because right now, there's no way I'm on the layup line. And I'm just, you feel me, just whatever, son. Like, damn, what happened to the
kudos
love?
to you, bro, because
Nah, for real.
niggas don't be realizing, like, yo, and I just did that shit the other day. Like, I mean, I had a tough week last week, and then I say big ups to you because niggas will be going through shit and won't, like, say nothing about it. Like, you feel me?
I do that. I don't be saying that. I'll go through it by myself dolly before I tell somebody.
Yo, I did sent the voice note to my man. So I'm like, cause I didn't feel comfortable like calling or texting, right? So I'm like, yo, I just sent the voice note, like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, had a bad week. Just letting you know, so you can just check up on me here and there, type shit. Cause
And it takes a lot.
Niggas know who I am. Like,
it takes a lot for men to do that. And that's what I noticed when I got older. Because I ain't gonna lie, I remember, you know what I'm saying, my dad telling me, like, yo, be strong. Like, stop crying. You get what I'm saying?
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta be strong. You can't be doing that shit. And now I get to Ireland and I got so much shit built up. And I'm just holding that shit like, yo,
you're gonna explode.
Stay strong, bro. You're gonna explode. And that can bring us to, the shit we spoke about earlier, how I exploded out there. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole nother situation.
Which caused you, I'm like, I don't know if you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Like, can you explain, like, all this anger and build up frustration you had?
So
that was like a timeline? Like, so, like, basically, like, you, like, when you was sick and going through all that shit, like, that's when everything, like, released, when you, like, blacked?
Nah, that was maybe a month before when I was sick.
Okay.
But I think it was just, personally me, I think it was just build up things. Mind you, bro, we winning. We the best team in the country. And I'm going through all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my coach was the type of person where he never let up. He didn't care how many games we won in a row. If you was on bullshit, it was gonna get bad for you. That's just the type of he expected perfection. You get what I'm saying? Like,
all out.
He was that type of coach. He, like, if I had a bad game, like, I think we played against, this is when my parents flew out. My brother, they flew out to come watch me play overseas. And we got the cup final game after next week. And we lose this game. I had 9 points. So, like, you gotta think about that. Like, they probably thinking like, oh, his family was here. He probably got too nervous, this and that. Why did he play bad? I need to go speak to him. You know what I'm saying? And that was probably our 3rd loss of the whole season.
Sheesh.
But I felt it every time. That's one thing I'll say. Every time we lost, I felt the heat. I felt the heat from the fans. I felt it from my coaches. I felt that shit. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like your coach was pushing you. He wanted you to go through that.
So I can only only imagine what was happening to the other Americans that was losing.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen a couple players get sent home and things like that. But it's like, damn, I'm going through all of this, and we winning, bro. Like, we winning every Saturday. They got to a point we won 9 games in a row. I'm like, bro, we winning every Saturday. How am I still able to? You what I'm saying, like have cons as well. But I ended up learning that whenever shit is happening to you, bro, whenever bad things may happen, or you gotta learn something that is a loss,
Mhm.
that shit is just obviously making you stronger because now you know for the next time. Like, yo, I missed the gym on Wednesday. We lose Saturday. Next week I ain't missing one session. You know what I'm saying? And little things like that
Yeah.
can affect in basketball.
Let me ask you this, right? So you as far as like your coach goes, right? Was your coach someone that like you could come to, like to talk to type shit?
Why forward?
You feel me? I hate this nigga for that, bro.
Forward, bro.
I hate
Talk
this
about
nigga for
coming.
that. You say that again, Monty.
We're
For the
not.
niggas that don't know,
Bro,
whenever you say
this dude talking about
whenever
coming.
you
Like,
say come,
He's wilding.
just switch
yo,
that
yeah,
to forward.
forward.
You feel
Like,
me?
yo, man, forward.
What was you saying, bro? Go ahead, bro.
Is there anyone that you could forward to?
My coach was 26 years old.
Yeah.
Bro. So it
So
was just like he
so
was like an
so
older brother, basically.
so peep this. He was also the youngest coach
Mm-hmm.
ever to
Yeah.
win.
Oh, so he had pressure on him.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I kind of understood it because I'm like, the pressure's on him as well. They whole program and team and everything was gonna shut down the year before.
Yeah.
You feel me? They basically begged the people that owned the team and shit to have another season. So he got mad pressure on him, and I'm guessing that's why every day he's coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Is that somebody that you'll pick up the phone and call?
Today.
I'll speak to him today. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So he's a,
So I can respect that
I
because
respect that.
that
I'll
was
speak
my
to him today.
concern.
Mhm.
Because some coaches will like take their job so seriously that they will fuck up the relationship.
Nah, he said it
You feel me?
himself plenty of times. Like, you just don't understand how much I appreciate you for what you did this year. You could always call me. You could always reach out. You know what I'm saying? We had that type of relationship. Like, he was a cool coach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he was a cool dude. And like, respectfully, some of my teammates was his friends, but he also knew how to turn the switch on and off.
Okay,
Like,
that's the
if
important
we
part.
winning, you know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We out to dinner, shit like that. He, you know what I'm saying, acting regular.
Yeah.
Monday come, he's coach. You get what I'm saying? Like, and he stood on that shit. Like if anybody step out of line, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's up basically. So he knew how to turn
Yeah.
the light on and off.
Okay. How is your mindset, like making like decisions out there?
Oh, I feel like my mindset was top tier. Like in terms of what you saying, like just being like cautious and things like
Yeah,
that.
like cautious, like
Yeah, my
like
first.
the fame, like yeah, I guess the fame, the over excitement, the joy of like you winning
Mhm,
all of this, but
mhm,
there's so much things that can change in one
right,
blink of a second.
right. Uh, I just, I guess I just kind of had tunnel vision. Like, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew my purpose of being out there was, and I didn't let anybody or anything get in the way of that. So like, I went to the gym. I came home. If we was going out, you know what I'm saying, I made sure I was just sturdy, like, you know what I'm saying. And it wasn't like that over here, like it is here in New York, where you always got to be on P and looking left and right and this and that. You didn't have to do that out there.
Were you like when you from living in New York and like growing up for 20, 21 years, right? Going to Ireland, were you still on like the movements that you had to do, like even though if,
The first maybe couple weeks I was
like
like
you just looking over
like
your
I'm
shoulder?
walking through the city, and people is stopping and saying hi to me. It's asking me how I am. And that shit was throwing me off OD, because it's like, imagine if you in the Bronx just walking and you just stop somebody, yo, what's good, bro?
You're like, what
Niggas
you
gonna
on?
look at you like, what?
What you on right
You
now? Like, what you
know what I'm
trying
saying?
to
Like,
do?
yeah, what's up? Like, I know you or something like that. Like, you feel me?
like,
So,
who you?
you know what I'm saying? So, like, that shit was throwing me off. Me and my teammate that I told you about, Joe, me and him walking, a car stopped on the road, stopped the car right on the side of us. And like,
Oh, you had to like,
we
oh,
like, oh shit.
what's
And
going
and
on?
this old white Irish guy gets out the car and he's walking towards us. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck going on right now? Like, and it's like I can't afford to be
Yeah.
in no shit like this, but I gotta move the way I gotta move because I don't know what he about to do. He got out the car, he's going saying, "Hi, gentlemen, how are you? Do you know how to get to this this next exit over here. And I'm looking at him like, yo, that's crazy, bro. You feel me? And we told him, but it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like, this is how they are here. There's no crime like that. The
Yeah.
police will say hi to you when you walking. You know what I'm saying? They'll shake your hand. It's like it's like, damn, they living in fairyland out there. Like, that was also the most peaceful I've been. On top of going through shit, I was peaceful. It got to the point where I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I would walk, and sometimes I wouldn't turn around and look back because it was like that's how it was out there. Like, you could relax if you was going out. You could go out and be out the whole time, and won't nothing happen at all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't do that in New York.
Nah, not at
You
all,
can't
bro.
do that. But
Not at all.
that shows like the people that's striving to be in go pro, or get into that next step, or about to go pro.
Yeah.
Like, just be on your P's and Q's. Like,
Mm-hmm.
certain places where you go is gonna be different. Your mindset is gonna change. So it's like
Got
you can't bring, like, you could bring what's the right word to call it? You could bring like your guard and everything. Like, you're gonna always have that, right? No matter where you go. But you can't bring all that at once.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna always be tying up tense, and you're just gonna look at everybody kind of,
Yeah, you got to be cautious. Like, I mean, I was definitely like that the first week. You know what I'm saying? The first week of practice, I'm just looking at everybody, and I'm looking at who's really close friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna lie, some people I overlooked.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of my teammates, like, I just overlooked them, or some shit got over my head. But you feel me? It just happened. Like, I had to learn how to be out there. I had to learn what to say, what not to say, or how to say it. Cause sometimes you don't even know who you saying what's up to, especially as we going winning games. We 10-1, 11-1. People coming up to me, hi, how you doing? I'm this and that.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Or they might be asking you certain questions and you may answer them, but then you like, yo, who was that? Like, who did they know? And why did they ask me this question? You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult. I ain't gonna lie, it was difficult because you always had to you always, and especially being from New York, you always on some like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me make sure I'm, but then it's like, maybe they just genuine, bro. Maybe that's just how they are out there. And maybe you need to relax a little bit. So it was about which one should I be doing? Should I be relaxing a little bit or should I be tense right now? Like,
How is the culture in Ireland? Like
man,
that. How's that?
the culture was, man, where I was at in Ireland, I was in Galway, a city called Galway. And I lived in Oranmore. And I could say that town was a family. Like, they did everything together. They did everything together. The food was great. You know, maybe surprisingly to y'all, but the food was great. It wasn't really processed food. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh.
Everything that was in the stores
Yeah.
was more healthier. Even the candy, they had natural flavors and stuff like that. Like, over here,
Yeah.
you go into a deli, you got 400 different options of bags of chips and stuff like that, and all that stuff. And people, you know, been eating it for years,
Yeah.
or chopped cheese, whatever the case may be. Blah blah blah. Like, you go over there and they don't have that. They don't even have that in the store. You can't get that in the store. It's basically only healthy shit. So it's like, now my eating habits are changing. Instead of me getting all these bags of chips or whatever, I'm buying fruit now. Those is my snacks now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, I had chips, of course, and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but that was just the difference. Like, the things that they had that they given to you. You know what I'm saying? That was the difference. So yeah, like, it was wavy to me though. I love the environment too. Even the air was different.
Not the
Anything
air.
Bro,
better
because
than New York, bro.
when I came back to New York,
Mm.
I'm breathing. I'm like, damn, like,
Different.
and I noticed it.
It was a different.
It was different, bro. I never forget. I'm driving to the gym, and I'm looking at the trees, bro, and none of them got leaves on it. And I don't know why that was the first time I noticed that. And I'm like, damn, like, that shit look crazy. You in Ireland, all the trees is like fully grown, bro. Look beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy over here. Like, this shit is so nice, but it's so frustrating, but it's so this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went through every emotion out there for months.
Damn.
Some months was better than others, but like, I went through every emotion, bro. Basically.
So what's next in your story for your journey? Like, what's the next chapter? Because obviously this is your first off season as a professional basketball player. Like, what is the next step for that following season to forward?
Right. Well, you got to stay ready. You don't know when you'll get that call.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just more about putting more work in. You know, it's a lot of things I just do differently now. Like I try to stay on schedule, like I was out there. You know, maybe if I'm working out, it's time to double things or triple things. Like that's what I've been doing every year though. So that's my mindset right now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's other things that play into part, like stretching, for example. Like I probably didn't stretch that long before I left to go overseas. Now I got to be at the gym at least 45 minutes earlier just to get into my whole routine of stretching and warming up because my workouts now are like in game. You know, I'm preparing for in game. So it's like, and the off season, people call it the off season, but
I feel like it's every
that's
day.
really when you kill yourself, bro. You kill yourself in the off season. And that's why I feel like I got a championship this past year, because last year when I graduated
Mm-hmm.
from Wheeling University, I stayed at my school a whole month and a half and worked out. And they let me stay on campus and I stayed there.
Locked in.
Locked in. I came home I think I came home June 1st and I was been out of school. Everybody's home. But I took that sacrifice. Like, yo, I know I'm going overseas. I need to stay my ass in the gym because I know how it is when I get back home.
Man, that's some real
Mm-hmm.
insight, because you look back, like that moment, if you didn't save for that month,
Like, let's
you
say I
probably
didn't do that.
everything probably would have went. Something probably could have bad happen,
Exactly.
and we would have never known. You never probably would have been able to tell that story or been like, yeah, I went to Ireland.
And I worked hard every day, but it's the first time where I remember that I could say, like, for 7, 8 months, I went hard every day. It wasn't a day I took off. We had to work
That's crazy.
because
At some point,
my schedule, you know, on a course of a week, you know, we would have to lift, we would have to work out, and then we would have practice. So it's like I'm doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Or
So now that you back home and everything like that, and you got this process. What can you tell the younger generation, or the kids, or the young folks that's trying to get there, to live out their dream to go play basketball or whatever other sport that's there, and like they get the opportunity to go overseas and do, like, what can you tell them?
Let me give you a little bit more to think about real quick.
I don't know.
This man just gave me flashbacks. Hold on. Not just for
What?
basketball, for
Wait, hold the fuck up. What?
I don't know if you question.
let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, I'm
Let him
gonna
finish.
let you finish.
Let him finish. Let him
That's
finish.
a question though.
Okay, yeah,
But I'm because when you said that, I'm thinking about like there's mad people that from Step that you probably know that's like playing overseas and shit, right? Playing football overseas.
Rochelle.
Rochelle, all that. Like niggas are playing overseas right now and choose to play overseas once they get it. So like, what do you like? What advice do you really give?
I feel like the younger generation, bro, you just gotta accept the fact that this is gonna be a life. Like, if you want this to be a life, if you want to be playing basketball as your job,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta make sacrifices, and it's things that you're not gonna be able to do that everybody does. Like I was just talking about this with my man's the other day. Like, you know how many parties I missed? You know how many events I missed? You know how many times I couldn't go out and everybody's out? You know how many times I wanted to do this and that, but I couldn't
That's
because
how you know you're mature.
I had to stay in the gym. So if you're able to pick up on that at a younger age,
Yeah,
that will put you in a better position.
you
Like,
rather you sacrifice, you like your peace.
mm,
I mean, like party, like you can always party. Like party not gonna go nowhere. It's
No.
like I could do something that's gonna make me successful in something I love as a career, versus going to some party that's gonna last for 5 to 6 hours.
right.
You're gonna see the same people, do the same thing, go back to your same job. And there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but you're just in a cycle. Like, it's not gonna change. It's
Yeah, I
like
mean, that was another thing. Bro, I sacrificed a lot. Like, I used to have arguments, bro, with my moms and shit, like about having a job or having a 9 to 5 and working. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her like I can't do that. Like I'm not doing that. She's like, why not? And I'm like, because I'm trying to turn pro. I need to be working out. I can't have no 9 to 5. When am I have time to make myself the best version? You get what I'm
You
saying?
know who's the worst, like the worst person to tell people stuff? Your mother, low-key.
Right.
Right.
That's the truth.
Would you say now that she understand? Does she understand, or does she say the same thing?
Nah, I feel like now she understands.
She sees it.
Well, that's a fact. Cause I was just about to say, right? I like when he said that, I literally had a deja vu moment. Cause when I graduated and I'm about to finish college, I'm like, yo, like I'm just trying to get this internship. Cause like by the end of the day, I'm trying to get this bread. I ain't go to college just for no reason.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
get free.
Mhm.
He's like, nah, come home, work at Home Depot, and then blah blah blah.
Right.
Wow.
Home Depot.
On my
And
mother,
then here's
bro.
the thing, like,
I quit Home Depot and I said I would never go back to working a 9 to 5. That's what I said. I would never go back to working a 9 to 5. I need a salary job by all means necessary. So,
Mhm.
like you said, you have to work to kind of show them. But it's crazy
a
that
lot of people
they
not
tell you
gonna
that shit, bro.
a lot of people are not gonna understand what you striving for, but it's
It's
not
not really
really
for
for
everybody.
them. It's not for them to understand.
It's
It's
not
your,
their dream.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Like,
not your dream. It's not
God
your
didn't
life.
send that dream. God didn't send that dream to you. He sent it to me. Like whatever
Right.
he sent to you, that was at the time when you needed to go take that. Right? And it's like lately I've been low key going through like stuff myself, like on like decisions, like starting this podcast and starting like vlogging and
Mm,
like trying to do stuff and like paying all these other bills and stuff at the same time. I'm trying to just grow myself and like get myself out there.
right,
And
right.
like people ask me like, oh, why you don't just switch jobs close to your crib? I'm like, boy, if I don't want to be there already, right? Why am I gonna leave? Right? Like, yeah, I can take that risk and leave, but it's just like, what if? I know I got bills that have to be paid. Like, if I don't pay this, like, I'm gonna be
Bro,
sick.
listen, bro. People just not gonna they're not gonna understand. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you have dreams, if you got goals, if you're trying to do something or you're trying to put yourself or your family in a better position,
You gotta put
then
yourself
all of
first.
that shit don't matter. And it's even if it come down to you might have some friends, bro, that you have to stop speaking to. Might have some people or girls or anything like that. Like one thing about me, bro, like nothing is getting in the way of my career. You get what I'm saying? Like nothing is stopping me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like if I'm supposed to be here, I'm supposed to be working out. I know I'm doing that. I'm not linking nobody. It's none of that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
work. Like
It's like I gotta work.
I'm
Like,
making myself better right now.
I can link you after.
And if I don't, I don't. Like
Yeah.
it's whatever. Like, but you not in my position.
Hmm.
You not passing me the ball every single day, going with me there, making sure I'm doing extra sets and shit like that. You not there, but it's like you know what I'm saying. So what's going on? You got to do what you got to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm 23 years old, bro. I'm not a kid. I'm not a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the grind right now, bro. I just finished my first year. Like
I
I'm
feel you.
rising right now, bro. I'm going to the top. Like I'm gonna get there, bro. It's gonna happen. The same way I said in my notebook, you know what I'm saying? I wrote a book while I was out there.
Okay.
Forgot to mention. And I started September 3rd and it ended April 3rd. And I wrote in the book, I'm going to win a championship this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm real big on
And then when did you win?
manifestation.
What month did you win the championship?
January. I believe it was January 21st. I
So
never forget that day.
so 4 months. 4 months and a couple days.
4 months and a couple days. Won the championship.
Won a championship. Crazy.
First time in history.
Made history.
Made history out there first year. So like obviously you could tell I wasn't playing. And I didn't get player of the year. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, so
And
you?
I was very upset, but didn't tell nobody. But this is the first time I could talk about it. But I was extremely upset that I didn't get player of the year after all I did over there. Like best team in the country, player of the month 2 times, MVP in the cup final, got to both championships and both tournaments.
And one.
We lost the last one,
Yeah.
but got to the championship as well, and somebody else gets player of the year. Now, respectfully, the dude that got player of the year, he was tough. He was OD tough. He came half of the year, but he didn't win anything. You know what I'm saying? And when we played them, he didn't kill us. So it was like, was I not showing enough? Clearly, I wasn't. You get what I'm saying? To other people. But that's all right. That's just a more motive. Because imagine if I would have got player of the year and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might have some like cockiness on you, like, yeah, I was the man out there, but I didn't get that shit. So now that's all I be thinking. That's all I be thinking about. Like, I didn't get player of the year though. I didn't get that though. I didn't win 2 championships. I didn't totally just annihilate everybody out there. We lost 4 games. Wasn't perfect, even though nobody's perfect, but I still got work to do.
Yeah.
Especially going to the next level, depending on where I land. It's gonna be players just like me. So it's like, now how will I be a different player? That's what I'm looking at in my game now. I know I can kill doing certain things, but what happens when I run into somebody who just like me? How will I be different? So that's kind of what my summer is looking like on that type of time. On top of trying to have my own basketball camp this summer, trying to have my own basketball tournament, you know, trying to start a little vlogging and things like that. So I'm trying to
You're trying to dabble into stuff.
trying to dabble. I'm trying to dabble. This summer really is about me just challenging myself, and that's also why I started boxing. I wanted to be the worst person at something again, and work my way up. You get what I'm saying?
You heard
because
that?
right now,
Wait, hold on, run that back.
Nah, facts.
Run that line back.
I just said I wanted to be the worst person at something again, and work my way up.
If that line don't inspire you to do nothing in your life, bro, what? Be the worst person again? Start from the bottom. Not a lot of people's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do that,
Right? Because
Niggas love to stay in their comfort zone. That's all.
I can't be comfortable.
and it's like in basketball when I was over there, I know I'm top dog on my team. I know I'm top player in the country. Like, I know I'm big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big dog over there. Like, but it's like now I'm boxing and it's like, damn. Like, I need to, I gotta work. I gotta watch other people. I'm asking other people, how do you do this and that, as opposed to people asking me. So I'm just trying to, like, I even taught myself how to write with my left hand while I was over there.
Just picking up new things.
Picking up new shit, bro. I could write with both hands now, and that helped me in basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, so even though basketball was my safe haven,
Yeah.
there was a lot of other shit that I was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Writing with your left hand.
Facts.
So now it's like, it's ambidextrous. So it's just like it's easier for you to like lay up. Well, I mean, obviously it takes a time because if you a right-handed person,
I mean, practice. They say practice make perfect, but I figured, doing things like that. Like, if I'm writing with my left hand, it's kind of
like muscle
strengthening my. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then also, like, this summer, I'm gonna teach myself how to shoot with my left hand, to where I could go both ways and shoot on both hands.
This guy's swinging himself a Terminator.
You
said I'm the new Terminator. Like, y'all gonna have me call me the Terminator, and not call me no PG.
So I kind of get your mindset. I was just reading the Knicks posted an article of D Rose. Yeah, I'm not hearing no D Rose slander today, but you feel me? D Rose, like, he my favorite player. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it always will be. But like, niggas was basically saying like, yo, I appreciate the Knicks so much because I've had several conversations with them to the point where like, yo, they just value what I give, and it might not be, oh, I'm on the court or I'm starting. Niggas like, he's like dead on the court for like what, 4 minutes a game, like 4 or 3 minutes a game, but he's like, yo, my leadership, like my knowledge, my experience, like,
Right.
you feel me? Like, that's the value that I give to the team.
And everybody has a role, and that's why I feel like
that's why I focus this shit. Cause I feel like you say, again, you trying to give value to whoever picks you up.
facts, and everybody has a role, and that's why I feel like we was the best team out there, because everybody on the team accepted their role. Some dudes knew that they wasn't gonna play, and they was still there, like, on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Happy, giving out energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what that whole city was about. It was just positive energy everywhere, and everybody supported. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say there was crazy hate out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was supported more. I was loved more out there. I feel like people out here show love and shit like that, but you can never tell if it's fake
That's fake,
or
bro.
some people want to see you. You know what I'm
Just,
saying?
just see you fail, bro.
Right.
I
Be
ain't front. There's a
honest.
couple people out there I know. Like I know they watching me right now, and I'm pretty sure they watching you, and you might like too.
Mm.
But it's just like keep on watching me. I'm gonna show you the next step I do.
I mean, yeah, bro. You can't really. I try not to worry about.
Nah, you can't worry about them. You just gotta keep on going.
You know, I don't even have time. I would say to even like. I don't have time for that. How am I have time to worry about what
Just like
somebody
how the
else?
biggest people say is you versus you, me versus me. You are your own obstacle. The only nigga that you should be worried about is damn near yourself. To be honest.
Because I know I'm better than the Jared I was in Ireland right now.
That's real.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's growth. That's
Yeah,
growth.
that's growth too.
That's growth.
8 months.
That's growth.
8 months. I mean,
Word.
there's definitely some growth right there.
Yeah, it was a very long season, and I literally watched myself get older too. That was another thing that bugged me out. I didn't have no barber out there, so
And
like
I ain't gonna say
I
nothing.
watched my I
Nah, I'm
watched.
not gonna lie though. Like I'm really on his time, and like as much as you know, I travel like state to state.
Yeah.
OD. I only come up to Mount Vernon to get a cut, bro, here and there. I
Hey,
would there
bro,
go
I
three
watched
months. I would
myself.
go
You know
I
what
three
I'm saying?
months
take
without getting a
I
cut, bro.
take minutes before I come get a cut.
I watched myself get old out there. Like I watched my facial hair grow. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I got old. I seen myself getting older. I had my birthday in
All right.
in another country, and that shit also bugged me out. Like damn, bro, I'm overseas right now. It's my birthday. Like, and my whole team went out to dinner, and I got on a suit and shit like that. I just turned 23, and I'm like, yeah, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Boss
I'm
up.
really becoming a man. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like I'm watching myself, and that shit was, you know what I'm saying. It was a beauty in disguise, bro. That shit was fire. Like
Nah, that's crazy.
word, that
That's
shit
some
was definitely
that's some
fire.
crazy thing.
Growth, bro. Like I said, look, the world is always gonna grow. The world's always gonna move. And if you don't grow, that's a fucking problem.
Right. Your circle is very important too. Like who you have in your circle. Like I only want to hang out with people who work out realistically.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I got family members that don't work out shit like that, but that's your family. But like if you don't work out,
That's your
Yo,
family. It's
that's
crazy.
yo, that shit just hit different. I ain't even
Nah,
gonna
I do
lie.
hear
bro,
because
even
there's
your
different levels
bro,
to your friend groups.
even your family, bro. Like bro, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Like, and it's like if I'm hanging out with somebody who doesn't work out or who isn't a basketball player who
More on your mindset.
you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna end up doing
So
something
totally different.
totally different. And it's like I don't want that right now. Like
But you know what you
I'm so locked in right now to the point where it's like I don't have time for none of that, bro. I know that every day counts. So every day if I slack just a little bit, that shit could affect me in January. And that's how I'm thinking about it because after winning my first championship, I feel like I saw the blueprint of what you had
yeah.
to do and how much work you had to put in. It's a whole 365. And you can get all the way there and lose because we got all the way to the championship April 1st and lost.
Dang. My first
And
is crazy.
I went through mad shit
Bro, that's
that
probably
whole
like
week.
the
That
worst
whole
day
week.
of the whole. I would be tight losing the game on April
And mind you,
1st.
bro, I'm writing every day in my book. You know what I'm saying? Every time the month start, I'm like, new month, new challenges, let's do it. And I'm like, April 1st, this is a great way to start the month, and I'm about to go home after this. Let's get this chip.
Yeah.
And we lost. So when I get back in the locker room, now I'm sitting there kind of confused. Like, damn, this is how I started the month, and I'm about to go home too. Like, oh, that's tough.
Nah, definitely stuff.
That's tough.
That could put you down. Like that could put other people down, low key.
But also, it was like, I'm going home, bro. Like, we had a great season. You know what I'm saying?
No regrets.
I could take this on the chin, this loss.
No regrets.
I'll take it on the chin. There was certain people who was home already. Motherfuckers left in February, March.
Nigga said niggas was going.
Word. So
Nigga, you saw it the whole way through.
basically,
You take all these things you've accomplished and you've done and these obstacles and stuff like that. It just showed you that yes, that's the blueprint. Yes, it's gonna be moments like that. But that loss to the chip, right? April 1st, in that journal you wrote, right? you said it gave you, I'm going home. You didn't take it as, oh, damn, it's the end of the world. You took it as, all right, damn, we lost. We got there. I know we could get there.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's finish it.
Right.
So I know your mindset now coming back home. And as you just said, you got that dog in you. You're not gonna be on some like, oh, this and that. You're not gonna be spazzing out. You're gonna be calm, collective. I already did certain things already. I don't need.
Mm-hmm.
I already went through those wrong turns. Now I know the right turns. Right. Next year, there's gonna be some other obstacles too, even greater.
Right. You don't know what the
You don't know
future
what's gonna
has to
have
hold, and that's why you always have to at least try to be prepared. You gotta try to be prepared because you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know who you're gonna run into. You don't know who's gonna come into your life that's gonna help you. So me working out right now, like there's leagues during the summertime. Let's say I get a call tomorrow.
Mm.
They want you to play starting in June. It's like,
You got less.
right,
You got a couple of days. You
Right,
got
a
a couple
couple
of
days,
weeks.
maybe 20 days, maybe 18 days or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta stay ready. You
Yep.
can't let your foot off the gas pedal, bro. You gotta work, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you also have to be in love with what you do. You know how some people, you know what I'm saying, just be having miserable days, like I hated work today and this like that. I feel like everybody should love to do what they love.
I'd be like,
Like, I love basketball, so it's like I don't mind to work every day. I'm hyped. Like I wake up, let's get it. I'm about to work. We about to work. 'Cause when it come time to play, I'm a wild out. You know, half of the game is mental. You know, to me, the other half is just having confidence, just having heart
Yeah.
to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who says you can't do it? Why can't you do it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
why
Like,
can't you do it for sure?
That separates the weak from the pack.
Damn, you over here dropping gems, my brother.
No, for real,
Like
bro.
you dropping like,
Niggas really,
bro, I didn't even
niggas
like,
stay
bro,
tuned for real.
like, bro.
Really listen to this man.
Nah,
Right now.
Another reason
listen
why I'm happy to be home is because I didn't have people to really talk to like this. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point where I was damn near the only black motherfucker on the team, bro, or maybe in the area. So it's like when I got home, you told me I do the podcast, this and that. I'm like, hell yeah, like I got mad shit
you
to
got
talk
stuff,
about,
you
like,
got stuff to talk about. You got stuff
hell
to
yeah, I
do.
got mad shit to talk about, like things that I want to do and things that happen. Sometimes you just gotta let that shit out, like you can't,
You
you know
can't
what I'm
let it
saying?
go.
Because that's what happened to me right before playoffs. You know, I had a situation with my coach and my team. And that's another thing I'll tell any players that's about to go overseas or trying to go overseas. You have to have the right attitude. You cannot just be a great ass basketball player and off the court you're an asshole or you always get an attitude and this and that. Because you'll just get sent home, bro. Because realistically, it's thousands of us, hundreds of thousands of us. You telling me they can't find another big man or another guard just like you? They'll send you home.
Nigga, that should be the mindset all the time. You could be replaced. All jokes aside, you can't be replaced at any time.
That's crazy.
That's for most jobs, for real, bro.
That's a fact.
That's why
You
niggas gotta
gotta
be
stick to
entrepreneur should be your own boss, for
for
real.
real, like
'Cause if you're not your own boss, you could be replaced.
scary. That is
Fact.
that's scary.
Nah, facts.
I mean, you that could walk in like tomorrow. You never know what could happen. Life could change.
Knock on wood for everybody out there, though, but
Why? Burn up that man. Talk about knock on wood. Fire.
yeah, bro,
Man, I shake him.
what
You
you say?
can't conversation.
What you say
Like
to
this.
that? What you say to
Nah,
that?
man, shake
What
him.
you say to
You
that?
that shake him out, bro.
What you say to
Nah,
that?
bro, you shaking that, bro.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm
you
trying to
said
learn the
some.
lingo,
You
bro.
said
I'm the
some
one,
wicked
bro.
thing
You
earlier. I forgot.
you said
Stop.
forward. So now I know forward.
Nah, not even a
So
forward
what? So
business.
how do I substitute this in?
Man said knock pun. What? What you
So how
said?
do I
What you said?
No, how do I substitute
Nah,
that
man.
word? I'm not saying it though, bro.
Nah, man.
How do I substitute the word though?
Nah, yeah,
So to
cut
be,
them lyrics. Cut straight out.
so I
Knock
said,
pun one.
Come up with another line or something like
One.
that.
Shake it too. Come.
all right, God forbid.
One. Yeah, from them
I'm
lyrics
gonna
them.
just say God forbid.
Them lyrics over there, Mr. Jarrett. Wicked.
Yo,
Nah,
this
easy,
nigga.
man.
Wicked. Man, you said something, but we're not gonna say it. But yo, thank you everybody. Let's give a round of applause for JARETT HAINES. Yes, please give me. Thank you for coming.
Follow me on Instagram as well, PGJ_0.
Yes. Yo, you don't know the thing. Yo, we have to come out here. Why am I just fire up my names?
Yeah.